In this video, we're going to talk about 5 different niches for new real estate agents so you can boost your commissions and start making more money this year. Let's dive right into it. My name is Chris with the Empire Real Estate YouTube channel. On this channel, we talk about real estate, entrepreneurship, and how to build your real estate empire. If you like this kind of content, smash the like button and subscribe. Before we get started, I do want to offer you our script book. It's all about what to say when you're calling listing leads and help you boost your listing inventory. And join our Facebook group for more real estate agent support for new agents. So they say the riches are in the niches. And guess what? When you're a new real estate agent, this can be a great way to set yourself apart in the saturated market of real estate. Because the truth is, this business is saturated, it's competitive, and you have a lot of agents that you're going to be competing against for business. And a lot of those agents are experienced agents like myself that have been in this game for years. I'm going on my 9th year as a real estate agent, and when I started this business, I was just 22 years old. And as a 22-year-old brand new agent, I faced a lot of challenges. And you can overcome some of those challenges by niching yourself down into one of these niches. Now, I'm going to tell you a quick story. When I was just starting out, I tried all kinds of different things. I targeted for sale by owners, for rent by owners. I went after door knocking leads and just knocked in random neighborhoods. And a lot of that stuff didn't work. And then I found a niche, and that was working with first-time home buyers. And I actually found this niche by doing door knocking. I was actually looking for listings. And I found my first-time home buyer client by knocking on a door. The woman came out and said, "Hey, I'm not actually a homeowner. I don't own this house. I rent it, but we're going to be looking to buy a house this year." And she kind of felt that this was like a thing that was attracted to her. And she was like, "You're my agent. You knocked on my door. What are the odds of this happening? We're going to buy a house with you." And they did. They ended up buying a home with me. They lived in that home for a couple years, and then I got a call that they wanted to list that house and move somewhere else in the country. So you can totally find a niche, and sometimes you find it by accident, sometimes it's intentional, but I want to give you 5 different niche ideas that you can start working on today, and you can find one that fits you and your style. The first one is a condo specialist. Now, condo specialist is a really good niche because not many agents know the ins and outs of condos, what the association fees are, all the different things that are involved with condos. If you break into that market, chances are you're going to get a lot of referral business. And one thing that's really good about condos is because there's so much extra detail involved, you're going to be able to stand out amongst other agents. On top of that, when you have a really good client and you do a really good job with a condo, chances are they know their neighbors really well because they all live in the same building or they all live in the same community and they're super close to each other. So a lot of times the people will come up and say, "Hey, I saw you just sold your condo. How was your agent?" And before you know it, you might be selling 3 or 4 different condos in that same exact building. Another cool thing about working the condo niche is that you end up being able to do some really cool marketing and really set yourself apart because not many people are branding themselves as condo experts. And if you're a new agent, this can be a great way to stand out and set yourself apart. The next niche you could work is the luxury niche. Now, this is a big niche and this is a highly competitive niche. You got to think about it. When agents start out, a lot of times they become successful and then their next task to do is to go move into the commercial real estate space or they become luxury real estate agents. So a lot of times as a brand new agent, if you want to tackle this niche, you have to be ready, you have to be prepared, and you're going to have a lot of competition. But if you're up for that challenge, this can be an excellent niche and it can be highly lucrative. Now, the key to this niche is you want to always present yourself professional. You want to be transparent. You want to be honest. Obviously, if you're a real estate agent, that's what you're going to be doing anyway. But you have to really gain trust because if someone has a $5 or $10 million asset, chances are they have a big network. And to prove that you're the right person for this job, you have to really show a lot of value. You have to be really good at showcasing that value, and you have to be somebody that that person trusts with that big asset. So if you're getting started in this niche, there's a lot of different ways to break into it. One of the best ways to break into it is through networking. You could also do direct mail to luxury neighborhoods, but one of the biggest things you can do is network with high net worth individuals, go into business networks and entrepreneur networks and find people that are running big companies, chances are they're gonna have luxury homes in your market. The third one is a little bit different. This is a foreclosure expert. So these are people that are not paying their mortgage, they're behind on their mortgage, and your job is to call the lead and try to get them out of a bad situation before they get foreclosed on. This is a valuable service and it helps a lot of people because a lot of people have equity in their houses, they get foreclosed on and they lose all that equity. Now, if you can get them out of this situation in pre-foreclosure and really help them get out of that rut, then you're gonna help a lot of people and they're really going to appreciate it. So one of the best ways to do this is to sign up with a service. You can use something like REDX, that's what we use on our team. There's an affiliate link down below if you wanna check them out. But you can buy pre-foreclosure leads and then start calling these leads before they actually go into foreclosure and help them list their house and get it sold before the foreclosure date. Now, another thing to keep in mind is if they do agree to list with you and you find out that they have equity by using a seller net sheet, then you're probably gonna wanna call the bank and see if they'll put off the foreclosure date and allow you to sell it. The truth is, a lot of banks don't want to foreclose on properties. They want the homeowner to sell them, get rid of the asset, and pay off the debt. They don't want to hold real estate. So a lot of times they'll negotiate with you, especially if the house has already been listed, and give you a little bit more time to sell it. So as a real estate foreclosure expert, it's important to help these clients out of these bad situations and really become that rock star that they look out for. The next niche you can focus on is working with the landlords and commercial buyers. Now, if you want to work with commercial clients, you have to be good at crunching numbers and finding good deals. Now, if you work as a listing agent on the commercial side, you're going to have to understand different things like cap rates, cash on cash returns, and really showcase the value of the asset. And it's a little bit less about the emotional side of things and more about the numbers and the math. So if you're into that kind of thing, then working as a listing agent or a buyer's agent on the commercial side or the investment side could be a perfect fit for you. Last but not least, let's talk about the first-time home buyer niche. Now, the first-time home buyer niche can be a great niche to get into. And one of the coolest things about it is you get to help people buy their first house and get into their first asset. And this can be awesome. Now, first-time home buyers, they do take a lot of work because you're starting somewhere from ground zero. You have to get them pre-approved. Sometimes they need credit repair, but this niche can be highly rewarding. And if you plan to be a real estate agent for, 5 years or 10 years, a lot of times when you help someone become a first-time home buyer, when they decide to list that house in a couple years, they're gonna call you first because you made such a big impact on their lives and they're not gonna forget about you. So being a first-time home buyer agent can be a really rewarding thing and it can be pretty lucrative. It's a lot of work, but if you do the work, there's a lot of reward on the backside. Drop it in the comment section below what niche you want to work in as a new real estate agent. And if you like this kind of content, smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for watching the Empire of Real Estate YouTube channel. On this channel, we talk about real estate and entrepreneurship. So if you like that kind of content and you haven't subscribed yet, smash the like button and subscribe. And before we go, there isn't a video over here that we think you'll like, so be sure to check that out as well. Thanks so much for tuning in, and you have a great day.